What's up, Titans? Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 exercises that'll help you toughen up your core. And the best part is that all these are low-impact, static exercises, meaning no movement. You can do them almost anywhere, and you won't need more than about 15 minutes to get them all done. I do these almost every single day, and they work. The kinds of exercises you'll see me doing here on this channel will always involve a lot of core, so today's lesson is really important. First, I'll explain each position, and then I'll conclude with the actual workout that I do, doing all 5 exercises. Now, one thing I've noticed is that many people, when they think of their core, they automatically think abs. Now, while our core does include our abs, it also includes our obliques and our lower back muscles. Ignoring any of these other muscle groups could result in an imbalance of strength, which we definitely do not want. So, when you think about your core, I want you to imagine a belt. It goes all the way around your midsection, right? So does your core. Okay, the exercises I'm about to show you are sometimes called positional drills because not only are we strengthening our core muscles, we're also teaching our bodies to get comfortable holding certain positions for extended periods of time, whether it's a perfectly straight line, or a hollow body, or an arched back. These positions are important for other gymnastic-style exercises, which I'll cover in future videos. But the idea here is that you want to eventually get to the point where you can hold each of these positions for 1 full minute. Now, don't worry if you can't hold all 60 seconds at once. Just break it up into smaller parts, like, say, 15 seconds, and do that 4 times. My rule is that however many seconds I do the exercise, that's how many seconds I rest in between. So, if I do a 15-second hold, I rest for 15 seconds, and I just keep going until I accumulate a full minute. If you do this, then no matter how you break up each exercise, you'll never take longer than 2 minutes to complete each one. All right, Titans, first position, the plank. You've seen it before. Take your weight on your forearms, shoulders directly over your elbows, lock your knees out, tighten your core and hold. Okay? No excessive piking and no sagging. Try to draw a straight line with your body. If that's too tough, you can get up in full push-up position or take your weight on your knees or any combination of that until you get up enough strength. Position 2, Superman. Arms out overhead, point your toes, lift off like Superman and hold. Only thing touching is your stomach. Okay? If you're not strong enough, just lift your arms or just your feet. Eventually, I want to see both. Third and fourth position are side planks. Again, take your weight on one forearm, sideways. Straighten your legs, stack one foot on the other, lift, draw a straight line and hold. You can do whatever you want with the other arm. Some people lift the leg, that makes it really tough. We're gonna do left and right side. That's 3 and 4. The fifth and final position is the boat hold. This is the one I'm going to ask you to do a full minute. Don't break this up into smaller parts. And the reason why is you can adjust the intensity of this exercise while you're doing it. Check it out. Lie down on your back. Arms overhead, point your toes, lift up into a boat shape. Your butt's not touching, your shoulders aren't touching. Okay? And hold. If this gets too tough, you can bring your arms down. You can bring a foot in, both feet in. As long as your butt and your shoulders are up off the ground for the full minute, you are getting a really good core workout. Okay, let's do it. Okay, for this you're going to need a timer set to 1 minute. If you want to keep up with me, we're going to do 1 minute of each of the positions with a minute's rest in between for a total of 9 minutes. Let's do it. Let's start with the plank. Set it for 1 minute, get into position and hold. Now, I like to point my toes. This helps me engage even more of my body, especially the thighs and a little bit of my calves. And then just hold and breathe. If your body starts to shake, that's fine, just hold on. Sometimes you may notice that you've sagged downward. Just push back up if that happens, okay? It's perfectly fine, just stay on top of it. Almost there. Okay, let's reset the clock for another minute and take a break. Catch your breath. These are isometric positional drills. No movement, but it definitely works. And you will find all parts of your body, especially your core, but all parts of your body are getting strengthened. The plank is pretty good on your shoulders. And like I said, if you point your toes, it involves some of the legs too, particularly the quadriceps and again, the calves, which are helpful in pointing those toes. Okay, about 15 seconds left. Let's go ahead and get into position for the Superman. Stomach, arms overhead. Hopefully you can see my whole body here. And that's the end of our minute. So let's start a new timer, and here we go. Up. And just hold, and again, breathe. It's okay if you need to break these up into smaller increments. Just pause the video until you accumulate an entire minute, and then take the breaks with me. We are past the halfway point of our Superman hold. If you catch your arms drooping, just pick them back up. I find mine go up and down with my breath. And there we are. Let's reset for one more minute. Take a break. After the Superman hold, I like to get into a downward dog position, or a child's pose position, I should say. And let that stretch out my lower back. Doesn't take much. All right. And if you're anything like me, you're already sweating and a little bit out of breath. Normally, I would not be talking through this workout, and so that's adding to the difficulty. But hey, I like a challenge. All right, halfway through our minute break. I'm going to start on my left side for the two side planks, if you want to join me. Let's go ahead and get into position. We're about 10 minutes away, or 10 seconds away. 10 minutes would be nice. Okay, take our weight, shoulder directly over the elbow, stack our legs, and let's reset this timer for 1 minute and up. Here we go. I like to hold my free hand straight up and breathe. This one requires a little bit of balance. It's really easy to imagine falling one direction or another. You don't want to do that. So just maintain tight core. And like I say, I like to look at the ceiling where I'm pointing my free hand. That somehow helps me maintain balance. And just breathe. That's us. Okay, let's reset for 1 minute. And I've got to very carefully move my wireless mic pack as I get into position. I've got it in my right side pocket, and I don't want to crush it. Go ahead and get into position. We've got better than a half minute. You may have noticed I like to breathe slowly, especially on the side planks, because again, you can wobble and tip over. I find that faster breathing moves my chest a little too much and can throw me off balance. Also, there's something about controlled breathing that's, to me, helps me activate my core all the more. And we're going to see that in action in the fifth exercise coming up right after this. Okay, here we go with 1 minute right side plank. Get into position and go. If it helps to have your hand out, fingers splayed for balance, go for it. I usually just keep a fist. Almost done, 5 seconds left. And come down. Okay, one last break, one last exercise, and we're done. Well past the halfway point. The bolt hold is the mother of all core killers. And again, I want you to try to do a full minute with no breaks. Just bring it all in if you have to, you know, knees in, feet in, arms forward. It reduces the length of the lever, as we would say in the gymnastics world. The longer the lever, the harder the move. Shorter the lever, hard to say. The shorter the lever, the easier the move. Okay. So just pick one that works and try to hold on to it for the full minute, okay? All right, 5 seconds left. Let's get into position. And there we go. Let's set it for a minute and up. Okay. Woo! If you did all those with me, you should be out of breath and sweating. Positional drills a lot of times don't involve any movement, just like what we did, just static positions, but they will work you. All right, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.